one last time, Silent Hill Ascension post show. Noah, Layla, myself, Eduardo, audience, we've completed Silent Hill Ascension. So, what we're gonna do, let's look back at some of those endings. We're gonna focus on Astrid and Rachel specifically here. Production's gonna put up Astrid's first. We're gonna have that up on screen. I'm gonna let Layla and Noah take it, honestly, because I have more questions and answers.
That's fair, honestly. But what answer do you need other than love?
That's fair. Right. Like, that is fair. In this scene, one of the big things, right, is, you know, she's like talking to her, like Astrid's talking to her, like, Mama, please make it stop. Ingrid's never listening to you, right? I like the taking of action there. I like doing it. And I like to where it led the Johansson happy family. We got to see Sobrit again. We didn't get to see Carl, but after all, again, he's in Bergen or who knows where.
He's alive. That's why we didn't see him. Just a theory here. I don't know. Well, some people were alive. But, you know, we did see in the scene, not in the scenes we just saw now, but we saw the source of the emulator. It's actually Ingrid basically forcing Astrid to kill her, to help her kill her sister and immolate her. So, mind blown.
I know, it's one of those lines, especially the delivery of that line really gave me chills when she's talking about immolating that girl. You know, Ingrid's completely evil and a menace to society, but we can't deny she is constantly serving charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
She's done. Like, I'm happy she's dealt with, done, buried, dusted, toasted, whatever you need. Hopefully, good riddance. Sanoyara, I don't want to see you again. All the best. And as many people pointed, what else do you need but Astrid and Hagen in casual clothing?
Right, casual Haugen, casual Hagrid, they're both casual. But, you know, I do want to say, though, at what cost? Because we did lose the emulator, and was it all worth it? I don't know.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the U-Haul stock game. It was a couple of. It's all good. Like, we got it done. Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, you know. But to be fair, the emulator is gone. It doesn't mean the first was quenched. But sorry, audience, on that one. But no, at least, you know, they live as a happy family, and the Johanssons really pulled it off.
And I'm really proud of them. They sat down in that kitchen, you know, to revisit the place where one's trauma took place is really healing. You know, this is just some Layla lore I'm going to dump here on the final day. Somebody who recently took a picture in the tire tracks of the car that almost ran me over 2 months ago. It is really nice to revisit, you know, the place where you almost died, in this case, at your mother's hands.
Dios mío, oh my God, and we're all so grateful that you made it.
Don't worry, no car is going to take me down unless it has a real nice insurance policy.
Yeah, I had a friend who once was really broke and he just tried to get hit by cars.
That's out of life advice, Noah. Layla, let's move on with Rachel. After all, we're talking about insurance fraud. That was one of the popular takes on Rachel, not what ended up happening. But Rachel's end, production's going to put that up on screen. Now, a little less of the happy family side.
Well, you know, she cracked a smile. She cracked a smile, and you know, I'm trying to like come up with positive things to say about our wonderful Hernandez family, and it's challenging, not the easiest thing to come up with on the spot, right?
And I'll say, go ahead, Eduardo.
Well, the big thing, right, with this, and I love the monster design, by the way, so great. I know a lot of the audience loves it too here. Just enjoy it. Now, the big thing, right, is that moment, right, where Faith is like, well, so what happened to Daddy?
Yeah, but Rachel explained it pretty well. Like, she, you know, Faith did half the work for her because she said he's not coming back. So already that's half the work, right? And then like Rachel is like, yeah, but you know, he loves you, and but Faith, she was connected, I feel, to her father more so than her mother, because her mother was busy committing all kinds of frauds, deadly frauds. So, now we embark on a new adventure, on a relationship building one.
I think there's some the audience's theory that Rachel is some sort of insurance saleswoman / fraudster has some traction, because when she walks through that door, we do see that ominous red light, and what's more ominous than insurance?
That's true.
That's fair enough. Honestly, I don't have a rebuttal. The other thing that I think is interesting, because the audience talks about it, and we have a different character, but also, there's a few mysteries still about, right, on like what happened to some of the characters. I can't imagine either Chris or Aurora are having happy-go-lucky times, but that's just my guess.
No, I do have to shout out Sakepin Witty 1121. He says Daddy's in the great laundromat in the sky. And that took me out.
Sky with laundry.
Oh, yeah, well, we do have our spin-off Silent Hill laundromat happening in the sky as we speak with our boy Eric. Sorry, Eduardo, I completely went off track.
No, it was right on track. Like in Pennsylvania, like that's the thing. Like, to be honest, Rachel surviving was actually a miracle, so to speak, because she was at negative hope throughout pretty much, like, what, 18 out of the 21 weeks? And like just last week, it went finally into positive once, and just needed to be at the end there.
I was shocked and stunned.
Right, and I feel like people would take it back if the end, if they knew what was revealed. But as the story closes, we have some additional information on Silent Hill Ascension from creative director Stefan Bugaj. Production, can you please show that on screen, and please, the audience, enjoy.
Here, Genvid's chief creative officer, answering a few parting questions as we go into the end of the canon run of Silent Hill Ascension. The original vision of Silent Hill Ascension was to create a social experience in which the entire audience came together to drive the narrative of a group of characters in a Silent Hill story. We set out to expand the Silent Hill universe with new characters, new locations, new monsters, and the concept of multiple protagonists who are somehow mysteriously connected and going through the same horrors together, although in some cases, thousands of miles apart. I'd say that we were quite successful in delivering on that original vision. Like any creative project, of course, along the way, there were changes that were made that altered things that we originally thought we would do. But ultimately, I believe we created an experience in which you, the audience, were able to come together and impact these narratives. It's really hard for me to pick a favorite, being involved in creating all of it. I think there were a lot of really compelling moments along the way that hooked you, that made you think, that made you horrified, that made you question certain characters and then turn around and maybe think differently about those characters a few days later. That's all great stuff, but I think my favorite moment to watch for me personally was the very beginning when Joy perishes, because that's what set it all in motion. And after so many months of development, it was really exciting to finally see it all come together. Well, once again, it's really hard for me to choose. I'm not really a choosing favorites kind of person, because to me there were so many awesome moments as this audience came together over the weeks and rallied behind this experience, putting their hearts and souls into engaging with the community, engaging with the content, caring about these characters, rallying behind and arguing about the decisions that these characters had to make, and really investing in those decisions and the outcomes and wanting to see and drive and experience where these characters went through this story. That was amazing and led to so many awesome moments of engagement and of ridiculous memes and fun community moments. And that leads into the final question: what are your parting words for the Silent Hill Ascension community as we go into the end of the canon run of the series? Thank you. My parting words are thank you. Thank you to everyone who stuck it out, everyone who rallied behind the experience, everyone who engaged with the community, who posted silly memes, who engaged in chat, who put their hearts and souls into making this one of the most amazing communities behind any gaming or TV or interactive narrative experience I've ever been involved with. Thank you so much for engaging. Thank you so much for being a part of the experience, for making it amazing. And I hope that I see all of you in future Mile experiences.
All right, welcome back. I hope you did enjoy that little bit of an additional insight from Stefan there. Now, away from the story, you, the audience, have really been instrumental in the experience. Liv, honestly, without you, it doesn't happen. So what we decided to do is we went like the collector, and we took some of your top phrases. Production's going to put these up on screen, and Noah clearly is the one who has to read these.
Well, I don't know if that's clear so much, because both of you, you know, Leila and Eduardo were just as much a part of this amazing, you know, lore that we've developed here. But one of the biggest community phrases y'all came up with was "May the merge be with you," as a response to our beautiful emoji. And indeed, may the merge be with you forever and always, way beyond this series. Now, the other one, y'all know what I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna say Lordy Lord and Morgy Morge and Toot Toot, because you know, we say these things. Our audience says these things. I don't know why. Maybe they heard somebody have a hot mic. I don't know. Well, we also had the audience come up with some enchanting hashtags and character names like Howgrid, Sobrit, Chompers, and Barbara Q. Good job, audience. You are the best for real, for real.
Yeah, Barbara Q's my favorite. Like, I just love it so much.
It's so good. It's so good. Which one is your favorite? The Toot Toot?
Well, that one, it belongs to Eduardo, right? That's his namesake. But is it your favorite?
Oh no, not at all. I'm happy doing it though. Like all I want, like, look, I want, like, look, I did it because the audience wanted it, and if nothing else, Toot Toots. I don't. That's too far. That's too far. You'll have to deal with the luscious hair.
Wait, Eduardo, I do have one thing you could do for me.
Oh.
Can you say essentially?
Oh yeah, essentially. Yes, that's the one.
That was good. Thank you so much.
Said the name of the thing, yes. But yeah, Choppers is also a good favorite of mine. I like that one from you, Noah.
No, that wasn't me. That was the audience.
That was the audience.
The
All
audience.
These are the audience, to be fair.
Yeah, the audience also brought up the chancla first.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Chancla's another good one. We didn't put that up.
And I actually do have one in case somebody misbehaves.
That's fair.
And yes, I am wearing gloves, a gown, and chanclas.
It's okay. I have this beautiful off-the-shoulder boat-neck top and then sweatpants. That's that work from home life, baby. We're here to be dressed up from the waist up and then comfortable from the waist down.
This is the glitz and glam, the smoke and mirrors, not to be confused with fog and mirrors, which we know can have dire consequences.
Yes.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of shenanigans with fog. And we've seen a lot of shenanigans with mirrors. We had a Sobrit, particularly, right? Other Brit, and a lot of mirrorverse things happening with Brit or Sobrit being in or out of mirrors or other reflective surfaces. Also, we had a Tobias himself talking to a mirror in the opening, iconically. Fun fact, if you guys like game dev, you should look into how game dev does mirrors and also doors. It's goofy.
Doors are spooky. Like, doors in development are some of the spookiest stuff. You can talk to, like, I know, Leila, you are on production, I think, right? Like, doors are like the thing of nightmares.
Doors, drawers, and mirrors. Yeah, not a great time. But it is a miracle any piece of software gets put together, and especially a miracle that any piece of interactive storytelling gets put together. So once again, claps, snaps for all of our teams involved. I particularly was involved with the art team and the cinematics team, so they're the ones I will especially shout out because I got to work with them extensively. Each and every one of them is a hero. Speaking of heroes, our last special message comes from none other but my boss, my mentor, my North Star, the person I have been tied to the hip with this entire time that I've been at GenVid, our very own director of production on Silent Hill Ascension, and truly the best boss I've ever had, Shaoling Lai. Production will put that up for you. Please enjoy and clap for my favorite boss.
Hey guys, I'm Shaoling Lai, Director of Production for Silent Hill Ascension. Thank you all so much for coming to support the show. We've really enjoyed all the feedback and wonderful suggestions you guys have given us for improvement. Huge shout out to my production team for all the hard work and dedication they put into this project. I don't think I could have asked for a more resilient team, and we definitely wouldn't have been able to get this far without you. I was asked if I have a favorite community moment from everything that's happened, and I don't know that I can pick just one. It's really awesome whenever somebody comes up with a new word, or there's a new catchphrase that goes around because of something that happened in the show. I also love it when we all cheer for the cameos because we recognize who those people are, and it's been a lot of fun. If you saw a character that you resonated with, or representation that made you feel seen on screen, you are very much who we make this for. And so thank you all again so much for supporting us. Thank you all so much for coming with us on this journey. I hope we'll see you for the next adventure.
Welcome back. That was kind of our last little message from the development team tonight. By the way, I do have to respond to Tay, Eduardo, Lila, and Noah. Can we finally get an answer? Join the cult of the merge. Who did you think was pulling the strings all this time? Anyways, I did hope that you enjoyed hearing from Shaoling. There's actually one additional thing on the community topic, but this one is towards you. We really need to thank you for this one, Layla.
Production will be putting it up on screen, but guys, we won not one, not three, but 2 Webby Awards. In the Webby winner, is that correct? Okay, we won the People's Choice Award, which is from you. Thank you so much. That's so exciting. We love that everybody rallied and voted for us. And we also won we won the Webby, like from the judicial side, I believe is how it works, for best features. So thank you guys so much. We appreciate you not only for voting for us, but also for coming and hanging out with us all the time and for sticking with this project. It is a cool new thing, and you are a cool new audience that I hope will stick together because you're a great community. Thank you so much. This win means a great deal to the team. We've all been celebrating ever since we found out. So we owe that all to you.
Oh yeah, no, it's thanks to your efforts that we did it. So again, thank you, and it means a lot to the teams, by the way. And I know tomorrow on my to-do list is actually a really nice task. I'll write to the voice actors about this to make, like, a lot of them know, but I'll make sure that we want to make sure all of them know for their wonderful work on the project as well. Because honestly, they've really we want to thank you, the audience, but we want to make sure to also thank our wonderful voice acting talent, who has, honestly, they could choose whether to be guests or not on our show, and we have been surprised with how enthusiastic we were, and we were more than happy as well to see you, the audience, on how you were responding to their presence, and truly for that I am grateful. It's been amazing, seeing that, and we'll do our sign off in a bit, but first, the canon run has ended. Your time with us is not quite done. We will have the What If show starting and taking place from next Monday. So this one, production will put it up on screen. Noah, go.
Okay, so we are gonna say goodbye to the canon run, but a goodbye is just a hello, because starting Monday, 29th of April at 5:40 p.m. Pacific time, I will be here. Eduardo probably too, and I'll be here for sure. And there will be a video premiering each Monday, and decisions renew every week. So that's a little bit more about the What If. And also, I do want to say my own personal thanks for the audience, for the Webby Awards, because we won Webbies, babies. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. And yeah, come check out the What If season, because if you thought this has shenanigans, what if, huh?
Thank you, Noah. I know. Layla, I think let's give them that last bit of info on why they should come Monday, right?
So you guys should come Monday because I know we said it was our last Auntie show. It was our last Auntie show for the Canon run. Monday, April 29th will be the actual last judging Auntie show. It will be my last show as a host here. The intention after the canon run of Silent Hill Ascension was always for me to return to my key duties as a producer in order to help the DC team spin up fully and to participate in that. And the plan was that I would occasionally pop up as a guest in case Noah or Eduardo were sick and I needed to step in and just, as a person who already knows the process, could come and hang out with you guys. Unfortunately, that won't be the case, as my key duties are as a producer. And in that vein, I have to think of my career, and I have found a dream job at another company. Genvid was an incredible experience. You guys have been an incredible experience. The hosted show has been a wonderful, wonderful team to work with. Thank you to everyone I got to work with. I know a bunch of folks are watching at Bad Robot, Behavior, Senscape, Secret Six, Original Force, Terraform, all of our wonderful individual contractors that we worked with. Thank you so much to the Genvid production team and to the Genvid leadership team. This was amazing. This company really took a chance on me, and it paid off. And this audience turned out better than we could expect. So thank you guys so much. As you can see, it's all the emotions I've been keeping in about this are kind of coming out. So thank you all. Thank you, Genvid. And I will see you one last time on Monday. And then I will be a viewer just like you, coming back to see what DC is up to.
We'll miss you, Layla. Truly.
Love you so much, Leila. We will always keep judging, though. It never ends, and especially on Monday, so don't miss it.
One last time.
One last time. All right. For tonight, it's time to close it down. Layla, I'll let you take the story. Noah, you already got us on What If, so I'm going to let Layla take the story. Noah, you got your parting message for the end of the canon run, and then I will shut it down for the night. Let's go, Layla. What happened in 6 months of Silent Hill Ascension?
Well, audience, you've seen it all. In 6 months in Silent Hill Ascension, we have seen not only what's going on in Hobbs Junction, Erie County, Pennsylvania. You're welcome, Erie. That was my doing, putting that in Erie, as somebody who lives in the region. And then what we saw happening over in Norway and Stilledaalen, where in Pennsylvania we saw a deep drama unfold with the Hernandez family, with Rachel and her domineering personality, and her husband Eric, who simply could not stand up and do the right thing until it was much too late every single time, and their daughter Faith, who became kind of the victim of, not kind of, but became the victim of all the trauma and the atmosphere of the town that she was in. We saw the mystery of the steel mill unfold, and we found out how complicit everyone was and how little OSHA was present in the whole thing. Over in Norway, we saw the Johansson family and what a matriarch whose intentions and whose love is so incredibly corrupt that it turned into abuse in allegedly trying to make her children strong. She only rendered them weaker and rendered them further apart from each other, to the point where they had to do all the work, not only to restore themselves, but also to protect the youngest of them, Orson, or as we know and love him, Chompers. We had great cameos from the audience. We had the Berryman, Leonardo's. We had Turbo getting eaten for 3 days. We had a lot of wonderful things happen. Our share of bearded ladies. And most importantly, there at the end, we saw Zane and the Collector and a hint at their connection. So a lot happened over the last 6 months. If you're interested in revisiting the canon run of Silent Hill Ascension, that is over on Tubi and on Sony. You are welcome to watch the episodes that are edited together. I believe they're about 30 minutes, or over here in the episodes widget over in the app, if you're watching it that way. I'm going to toss it right over to Noah for her final goodbye and for What If.
Oh my God, Laluchka, I'm very upset that we won't have a lot more to judge on screen together, but we do have the Monday and eternity afterwards, on the hotline off the show. But Eduardo, Eduardo is really the captain of the boat in more ways than one. So Eduardo, thank you so much for being such an incredible captain, and I really would go blindfolded on a boat with you anytime, and I hope you will not take me to Stilldalen. But I know you won't. I trust you. But yeah, everybody, stay tuned. Like, it's not a full goodbye because we'll see you on Monday. But thanks again for joining us throughout those 6 months. It was such a pleasure, and you won't believe it, but it actually kept me sane.
No, I do believe that. That is actually truthful, yes.
Those were my parting words for now, but thank you, audience. We love you.
Thank you, audience. Thank you. I will interject just to also say thank you specifically to Eduardo and to Felipe in production, and to everybody who stepped in to make the hosted show possible. Y'all don't see it, but Eduardo and Felipe really put this thing together at just breakneck Oregon Trail strenuous speed. It came together. They solicited our feedback at every point. They solicit every guest's feedback at every point, and everything they do is to improve this experience. And I think it is easily one of the most successful things we've done in my time here at this company. And I just want to say thank you to both of them, and thank you to everyone who supported them, Alan and Derek and Sushil and Chris, and everyone who's ever been involved with making this show happen. It takes a village, and everyone has been wonderful to the point where Noah and I can just kind of show up, and Noah does more paperwork than I do, and we can come read the script and have a great time. So thank you all very much.
All right. So those were... Thank you, Noah, Leila. And then, yeah, I'll also extend to Felipe, who's kind of my counterpart on the back end. So I'm the face at the front, but trust me, he does even more than I do. Honestly, with everything to do in the back. So, like... the
man went through... We all...
we are changed people after all this time. Is a fair thing. Honestly... You know, so for the audience, Noah and Leila's messages came from the heart. We do have a script to help us, but none of that was in there. I do have part of a script, which I will read to finish just to make sure I'm comfortable, but the first half isn't. And the truth is, one of the things that is important with you as an audience is I've worked with communities in general, online communities, since I was quite young, actually. But so let's call it a long time. I'm old, the white hair, I'm quite old. And there's a vision of like online communities being aggressive, destructive, hurting each other. And to be fair, when we started, there was a little bit of that flashback, so to speak. But as time progressed, and you know, as we got those things in order, so to speak, from like a purely clerical perspective, right, tools wise, when we came on, when you came back on with chat, and I saw that how you were interacting with each other, that it was very positive. It's something that when I worked in my field, I was hoping to see, and it's something I believed in, that the right type of experience can really help bring people together. No matter where you live, no matter what your creeds are, etc., it's that bonding across kind of the digital realm is something that's really important to me, and something that I love looking at, and being able to see it in action and see it transform literally in real time as we work over it, you know, day after day, week after week, has made this experience truly one of the most unique I've ever had. And I guess I always put this in the interviews. So it's only fair that I say I'm not actually a fan of horror, but I was a great fan of being with you for this, and because I know you are at home, and I wanted to make sure you had a wonderful time because you decided to spend that time with us. So you deserve to have as fantastic an experience as we can put on for you. So, and this is the more rehearsed part, but you'll have to excuse me for that one. On behalf of Leila, Noah, Felipe, our technical crew, creative production support teams, and everyone who worked on the project, it was a true delight to have all of you at home on board with us during this journey. We started almost 6 months ago on Halloween night, and you are here with us at the end of that run, writing together the story of Silent Hill Ascension. While we will see you on Monday for the What If show, what we'll have created together will remain forevermore. Wherever you are around the world, I can only wish you a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night as the fog lifts and the curtain descends. Do take care.
Are we stuck on Aaron